Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mike 25, 54, Mike 54. Here it comes, here it comes.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Check 24, check 24. 14. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 37, check 37.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. A big run there by Freeman, and even 50 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 41, Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move.
And he's going to go down again. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We play to win. Let's go. At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 24, Wilson being chased out left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey! 25, check 25. Friday. He's crashing.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On third down, it's Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 6 guys.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So we got man. Spot.
And he'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Ready. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long. Ready to go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All day, every day, any day.
On first down, Edmonds. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, the run with Lynch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down now, it's Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a